So now we'll assume the user likes the quote that they've been given, and we'll proceed on to the agreement phase. This page of the Form web application exemplifies how IBM Forms can be used to present a sort of classic 8.5 by 11 style of page that is appropriate for printing or for those high precision user interfaces that users may perceive as representing the final finished policy, agreement, or contract. As you can see, all the data values that were entered in the step-by-step guided wizard experience are displayed here. The form controls are literally bound to the same underlying XML data values, so no extra coding was needed to change these values as changes were made in the wizard pages. These form controls happen to be display only, but they could also be editable form controls instead, and in that case, if the user would make a change here, then it would automatically be reflected back in the wizard pages as well, and at which point the edits would be subject to the same application logic rules that govern data validation, required inputs, formula calculations, and so forth. If I scroll down a bit here, you'll see that even the HTML text that I entered in the editor on the prior page of this demonstration has been displayed here, which means that it can be printed as well. The ability to edit this rich HTML text is one use case. We saw another at the very beginning of this video series on the earlier page, in which I used HTML text to present an eye-popping banner at the beginning of the page. But here at the bottom of the page we see a third use case where rich HTML formatted text is being used to display the terms and conditions of the agreement, the fine print, so to speak. This includes, bold, italic, underline types of effects, left, center, right, justified types of effects, textual coloring, links, all of these sorts of behaviors. This stuff will all print, superscripts, subscripts, as part of the agreement. This will all print as part of the agreement if someone chose to print it out. Or they could process this entirely electronically. Once the user has completed all of this, they could do an electronic submission. But in order to seal the deal, so to speak, they may be required to create an electronic signature of some kind. IBM Forms provides a full range of electronic signature solutions, including full cryptographic digital signatures based on PKIs, as well as pen-based image capture signatures, server password authentication digital signatures, and even simple assent-based click wrap signatures. This form demonstrates the simple click wrap signature that records the assent and acknowledgement of the user of the terms and conditions, all of the data they've entered as well as all of the fine print. This is the same type of signature, or clicking signature, that you would experience, say, on a web-based hotel reservation, conference reservation, or software licensing process. Whether you use PKI signatures or pen-based signatures or these click wrap signatures, all of the signature solutions allow for multiple signers and sectional signing to accommodate collaborative business processes, long approval chains, and agreements among multiple parties. So in this form, once I click sign here, I'm simply given the accept or don't accept. That completes the click wrap signature. After that, the submission button becomes enabled so that I can buy this policy. The ability to submit this form is actually gated by whether or not the user has indicated their assent to the custom terms and conditions. At which point they can click this button, submit the form to the back end, where the back end business process can then issue the insurance policy. Hopefully, this demonstration of these pages has given you a good idea of the types of things you can do to provide a richly interactive Web 2.0 application with IBM Forms. The key takeaway points are that you can collect XML data that directly feeds your server-side business functions. You can create very compelling Web 2.0 look and feel that captures and keeps the attention of your users. You can access web services that return XML data directly into the form. AJAX calls in JavaScript are used to update the form without page refreshing. You can include wizard experiences and data validation to guide the flow of the interaction. You can have dynamic content that appears only if needed. You can use animated and interactive custom content in your form, including videos, rich HTML text, and Dojo widgets. You can use form parts to create reusable form components and to provide application and business agility that aggregate the cross-cutting business concerns within an organization. You can present a classic style high precision layout that the user may perceive as representing a contractual agreement. And you can bring to bear a full array of digital signature solutions on those contractual agreement forms. And finally, you can encapsulate all of these client-side features of a rich user experience into a dynamic interactive form so that these features are separate and distinct from the code that belongs on the server side to drive your back-end business process. To learn more, put IBM Forms into your favorite search engine and come visit us today to get sample forms, case studies, and the free trial download. Thank you.